Hey y'all, I've been out here working on GreenBean, and I said, you know what, I haven't included you all. So what I did today so far, I kind of went up under, tightened up bolts need to be tightened up, hooked my transmission lines up. What else have I done? Got my shifter linkage hooked up on the transmission, being I went from a Power Glide to a Turbo 350. It's a different bracket, all B&M stuff. So except for the, wait a minute, it's B&M Hearst. Yeah, Hearst quarter stick. It's all Hearst stuff under it. So that should be great. Let me see what else. When I get done today, I may run my parts to the place. I have to say who they are. I have to look it up and see. I'll try to include that on my next. Actually, I can look it up on my other phone real quick, just to make sure I get them included in on this, being they're the ones building the drive shaft for me. Here in Virginia, let me see what I can do here. Work stuff going on. So let me see. I gotta find the guys. There's a guy out in the Richmond area, not exactly sure where he lives. You know, it's not really relevant. Don't think he'd appreciate me giving his information out. But guy has a 70-ish Chevrolet full-size, full-length bed truck that has a steel or whatever one-piece drive shaft in it, and it's about the same length as what I need. So being mine is I think it's going to be 65 and 7/8, I believe, is what I come up with. A one-piece drive shaft at that length has to be something special. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, I'm looking down at my phone, sitting down. Anyway, he's had success with this company making this drive shaft for his. He's I think he said, you know, he's pushing with nitrous and all close to 1100 or so horsepower, I believe, in a full-size truck, and that thing brings the wheels up off the ground and carries them, and you know, the whole 9 yards. So I think if his is good with it, mine's definitely going to be good with it, because he weighs more than I do, has more power than I do. So anyway, JDS in Aylett, Aylett, Virginia. JDS is the company. That's what I'm going to go through to get a drive shaft made. So what I may do today is hook up everything I can hook up, have it as ready as I can, so that way I can take my drive shaft stuff, you know, the U-joints I have, and the front yoke, run them down to the place today, drop them off where he said to drop them off at, and get me a drive shaft built. I think he quoted me around $475. He didn't say exactly $475, but that's the price he told me for that one, which I think is a pretty good deal for the quality of what I'm going to be getting. So anyway, I'll keep y'all posted with that also. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm pulling my bottom pulley off, and matter of fact, that screw's out, but let me show you. I got one more screw to take out on the pulley. But what I want to show y'all is, I think there's been some question concerning fan belt setups and all on different things. Here's mine. All right, so I got the big pulley to keep the RPMs down on the alternator, because I was burning alternators up, spinning some of the RPMs. Don't pay attention to my little bracket here holding my heater hose off my header. But so I got one belt is here, the top one, so it goes around the water pump, and then down to the bottom pulley is another one, and I had to fine tune the size because I had to get it just slightly tight and let it wear out. But it's kind of stretched now, it runs good, and it's kind of like you take one pulley off to get the belt off, and I'm taking the body pulley off. Anyway, what I'm doing now is I put the thing on top dead center, and you can't really see the mark down there now. It's not quite on top dead center now, but see my mark, I made this mark here. That is around, I think it was 37 degrees or 36, something like that degrees advanced, so I could just line it up with the 0 and be good. The regular mark is right here at my finger. I don't know if you can see it or not, the sun's shining on me. But when I put that on top dead center a few minutes ago, well, the other day when I was swapping the transmission, my distributor pointer was way over here. So I'm thinking that this is a factory balancer. I'm thinking that the factory balancer had spun. They're known to do that, and you know, with the quick RPM changes and the high RPMs and whatnot, you know, I think that's one of the things that can cause it. So I bought a new balancer, which I can show you. Here's my new balancer. It's got all the marks on it. Top dead center. Of course, the advanced marks. That thing goes advanced quite a bit. It'll go all the way around. That thing goes all the way around on it. 360 something, yeah. Anyway, I forget. I don't know if this is Pioneer or who this was. I don't remember which balancer I bought. But there's the SFI rating. There's the part number. There's a part number. So I don't know. Got numbers all around this thing. So PB, whatever PB is. Is that Pioneer balancer? I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, it's a better one. It locks in. I think the way it's built to not spin. Maybe a little bit smaller, lighter, something. Worried about that so much as it balancing correctly and not spinning. So I may have to do something weird with the tab on it. I may have to make my own tab. Not sure, because I think it is a little bit smaller. But anyway, just want to let you know what I was doing. Keep y'all in the loop. Working on it today, and the thing too, you see my headers here. You come forward to here, and if you look closely, I don't think you can see, but so good, you can see where the clamp is holding the muffler on. So it does have mufflers. You see on this side, you can see the muffler down in there a little bit. And that's the muffler. It's a Schoenfeld 6-inch long, 3.5-inch diameter inlet outlet muffler for the 3.5-inch exhaust collector on the header. And that's why it gets a little loud. You can see I got to clean this thing. But yeah, I had blocked off the heater, and I put little rubber nub things that you clamp on to each spot, and this one I think blew. That thing, man, I was into it, turning RPMs. The next thing you know, I saw steam and water go everywhere. I had to shut it down, and it blew the rubber thing off. Like, just blew it apart. It didn't blow it off. It blew it apart. And so I had to come home, whatever. So now I got the heater thing going back in, and I just bought me a new motor for the heater. I have found that I have a mouse inside here. I caught one. Hopefully that was all it was. If not, the heater ought to blow it out because it was in the heating system. So fun stuff, you know. What else we got going on here? Change that up too, keep it off of there, and you better clamp it with. Anyway, let me get to work, get changing this balancer, and I'll share it with you as I go. Later. Hey there. I got the sun behind me. Anyway, I'm out here, Green Bean. Yesterday I come out here, button some things up. I got the shifter situated. It's the Hurst quarter stick that works with the Power Glide or a reverse pattern turbo 350 or 3-speed or whatever. I guess it could be 400 or whatever. But got that situated. Got my distributor in. I put a new rotor and cap rotor. I did wires not too long ago. I'm not going to worry about the plugs yet because the plugs are working fine, but once I go nitrous, I got to swap the plugs out anyway. So this is what I'm doing right now. You can see the nice clean shiny spring in there. I'm swapping springs, and this bushing right here is bad, so I'm gonna replace that. So I got the other spring, so there's the one to come out of it there, and I got the other one over here. So these are Moog springs, but they're about 150, I think, pounds lighter weight, and hopefully it'll lower the front end down a little bit and have a little bit more stored energy to aid in weight transfer. So we'll see how it goes. You know, whether these are the right springs to get, I don't know. We'll find out. Keep you posted, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm gonna get back at it, and I'll get back to y'all here in a little bit. Later.
Okay, let's go.